Well, taking steps in the dating scene have changed a lot. Local professional matchmaker Julie Lobby offers advice on how to properly use social media when you're looking for Mr. or Mrs. Right. Good to see ya.
Thank you. Great to be back.
Social media has changed the world of dating and relationships. How so?
Yeah, quite a bit. Well, I mean, think about it. Your parents and grandparents probably didn't do much Facebook stalking before they went out on a potential date. And really, depending on your age, you probably had to pick up the phone or ask in person or even pass a note, right? It's just changed so much. So it's all good. It's just that there's so much out there now. It's fast. It's easier to communicate. There's so many options for dating that it really does have the potential to make or break the romance.
It does. It's good that you can research them a little bit online and find out. But what are some of the pitfalls, the biggest pitfalls?
I think one of the biggest ones is false impressions, because you can glean a lot of information about someone before you actually meet with them face to face, and that can be really misleading. So I always tell my clients, if you're going to look at the Instagram or Facebook, just remember that's a quick snapshot of someone's life and who they are. It really it's not the whole picture. So to really reserve your judgment until you meet with them face to face.
Right.
And one of the other ones is that it really does fuel a little bit of insecurity. So when you start dating someone and he changes, you change your status and he doesn't, or you see her ex that they're still friends and you think they shouldn't be, there's just a lot of misgivings that can happen instead of just having that conversation, like where are we in the relationship and what are we doing now? And then I think the last one is really just that fake intimacy that comes from being behind a screen, because you really it's too much too fast. You can get to know a lot of people really fast on social media, but you also don't really have those real conversations that happen when you're doing something face to face.
And yeah, that's so true. Sometimes you could type something and you mean it a different way, but it comes across entirely different to the other person.
Yeah.
So how do we navigate it?
Well, really just to use your best judgment and to really step back a little bit and remember that you are getting to know another person. The healthiest relationships start when you meet face to face and get to know them as a person. And so, it can be a little inauthentic, and you have to remember to just kind of keep it real.
Let's move to another topic. It's wedding season, and it's always difficult to look for that plus one.
Yeah.
How do you invite someone? I mean, and who makes the perfect plus one for a wedding?
Really, well, yourself probably. If you're single, and you're not in a committed relationship, it's always more fun to go, and you never know if you're going to meet someone there.
So go without a date.
Yeah, a lot of times the best success stories happen, we hear about people that meet at a friend's wedding.
Wow.
But definitely wait until you're dating someone pretty regularly, or you're in a committed or exclusive relationship. It's a little awkward sometimes to bring a first date. That would probably be the worst scenario, because they don't know anybody. You're still trying to get to know them, and it just is, it's kind of a little awkward for both parties. So keep it for someone that you're dating. When you're introducing someone maybe that you're newly dating, if the two of you haven't started calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend, you can say, this is my friend.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're referring to each other as boyfriend, girlfriend, then say, this is my
Let's go back to online. What's the best way to break up with someone? You hear people texting, it's over. I mean, do you really do that, or face to face?
Yeah, I really face to face. And I tell my clients all the time, if you remember whatever you're texting or you're putting on a Facebook profile, would you say that to their face if you were standing right here? And 90% of the time people will say, no, I probably wouldn't. So pick up the phone.
Okay, quickly, I don't mean to cut in, but we have like 20 seconds left. What's the best way to meet someone online? That could be scary, that can be tricky.
Yeah, I mean, we always, what our clients like is that we do create those face-to-face introductions, but one of the best ways is to say hello, meet for someplace in a public place, and don't spend too much time texting or phone calling. Get to the introductions right there.
Be around people, public place. Thank you. Great advice. If you'd like more information, dating advice for help to meet that perfect man or woman of your dreams, visit itsjustlunchddenver.com. You can also contact them 303-223-0280.